And I think that narrative may just well continue today itself. We are off to a good start on a relative basis, considering the breadth is good. There is a rub of green on the Nifty, there is a rub of red on the Sensex, but there's a rub of certainly positivity on the small and the mid-cap index. Does the day belong to small and the mid-cap stocks? Let's look at it. Second, newsmakers now. Let's address some of the newsmakers. First big newsmaker would be TCS. Is it having an impact on the entire IT pack per se? Whether it is Infosys, whether it is TCS, whether it's HCL Tech, because last time markets got excited after they heard from the TCS management that, okay, numbers are strong, we're hiring again, we're back in business. So TCS numbers not great, the rest of the IT pack has shrugged it off. Now let's look at some of the ranked mid-cap stocks. Are they bouncing back? Vodafone, Suzlon, Yes Bank, JP. For me, that holds the key for the market mood. So Vodafone is flat, Suzlon is positive, Yes Bank, look at it, we stuck to Suzlon, Yes Bank is also flat. So it's not a bad start, considering what the circumstances are, considering where the world was, considering where we are. I think traders should be happy.
Absolutely. So quiet in the index, but that's okay. Reliance ahead of its numbers next week. That stock is also absolutely flat. HDFC Bank a little tempered. Not much of a move actually with banks. But let's see what Bandhan is up to, given that quite a few overhangs have got listed with regards to the audit completion and of course the new CEO approval as well. Bandhan Bank on a tear, 8.5% higher. 203 is where that stock is. Exide, they've invested about 100 odd crore rupees in a wholly owned subsidiary, Exide Energy Solutions. So look out for what that stock as well does in trade today. Other than that, of course, there's also IREDA that should be reacting to its numbers. Let's see what that stock is up to. For Tata Elxsi as well, it's largely been a weak 0.2%, sequential constant currency revenue growth. But Tata Elxsi is holding up about almost 2% as we speak right now. Ola Electric, that's the other newsmaker this morning. They've announced Boss 72-hour rush. That's a slew of discounts from October 10th, which is yesterday, up until tomorrow 12th. So it's a 2-day window. Ola Electric 91.23 is where that stock is right now. Oberoi Realty, they're looking to raise almost about 6,000 odd crore rupees. So look out for what that stock does. And then NSE is going to be stopping the weekly expiry of Nifty, Bank Nifty and mid-caps from November 20th. So maybe a BSE also could be in focus. Mazgaon Dock, they've bagged a 122 odd crore rupee order from the Maharashtra State Power Generation Company. Anand Rathi, the second quarter AUMs have seen an uptick of nearly about 9% on a sequential basis. The FY25 AUM guidance also has been revised upwards all the way to 80,000 crore rupees, 3% of a move coming in on Anand Rathi. So one would have to say, looking at the screen, Persistent, Coforge, LTI, Mindtree, all holding up in the green. It seems like a very distinct TCS kind of reaction, which has definitely settled lower, reacting to its numbers this morning. TCS down about 0.6%, but again, not a huge cut by any means on TCS. But yeah, a very simmer day for the index and the Nifty Bank. Kunal, what are you observing?
Yeah, so I think more or less very similar kind of a price action is what I had anticipated. The index to remain to a range, 40-50 points, maybe plus minus the 25,000 mark for the Nifty. Now, in terms of opening trade, HDFC Life is something which is looking attractive. The stock has come back towards a potential breakout or a retest of the previous resistance around the 720 to 730 range. So, expecting the stock to break out of that range as well as show a strong follow-through up move.
All right, Naresh, let's get in your first trade. What is it you're reading on the market and the first trade that you're punching in?
So continues to be a consolidation on the markets, looking out for a buy on VIP Industries. That's a stock which is shaping up for an eventual breakout.
Some interesting stock ideas coming in from our experts.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits. And then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.